Happy Saturday, everyone. How you guys doing out there in cyber world? Hope you all are having a great Saturday. I know I am. I literally just sat out here and took a nap right out here in nature, and it felt great. I think that was just about the best nap I ever had in my life. But of course, I am here with the motivational message of the day, and today I want to talk to you guys about ambition. So, ambition is basically a strong desire to do or achieve something. So that is a great word, to add to your vocabulary. Ambition. I know it would be great for me because it just really gave me a moment to self reflect and ask myself where my own ambition is, what drives me, what makes me want to work hard, what makes me want to strive to achieve something. So, of course, I'm doing my goal challenge, and I am more goal driven now than I have ever been. So I'm making goals for myself, and I'm seeing the results, and I am just trying to be more progressive than I have ever been. And if you want to see a difference in what your life looks like, you're going to have to put in the hard work. There is no reward without hard work. So ambition is the results of your hard work. Like, what are you ambitious about? Even if you have to like think about it for a moment, and think about the people that you love, or that thing that you love to do, or things that you want to achieve in your life. That might be a good tool or technique that you can use in accomplishing your goals. That seems like an amazing thing for me. If you ask me, to seem really good to think about what drives you the absolute most. So what is your ambition? Like, what will put a little fire up under you, make you want to just jump out your seat and just go ahead after that thing, that you always wanted to have. Quit talking about it and go for it. I know for me, the things that I love most, the things that I have a desire for in my heart. Of course, my children drive me. The things that I love to do, I know cooking, that is one thing that drives me. Like, if you say cook or feed somebody, I am up and at it. That is something that I love to do, even if I'm not getting paid to do. I just love feeding people. I just love everything about it. I will feed everyone else and then feed myself last. So that makes me think about the things that I want in life. If I know that that is one thing that will get me up out of the bed early in the morning, I know on some Thanksgiving nights, I have sat in the kitchen almost until, oh my gosh, until the sun came up. And the passion of it that drives me is knowing that I can satisfy my family in that way, just preparing a beautiful Thanksgiving meal for them. I'm up late at night cooking for them, and I'm up back early in the morning. Say if I put my turkey in at 12 o'clock, and then I flip it, because the way that my mom taught me how to cook my turkey is breast down. So you put it in breast down, and then you flip it after maybe about 4 or 5 hours, and then the juices will kind of do this reverse effect, and you cook it for about another 1 or 2 hours, and then when you slice into it, it's like perfectly juicy and tender and everything. So I've been cooking my turkey like that for years, but I cook it one way and then I flip it over, so I'm up like almost, nah, I wouldn't say all night, but I'm up back and forth with my turkey like it's a newborn baby. And it seems like when it comes down to things like that, I'm just not even tired. Like I am completely driven off my food coming out amazing. I do know how to cook. I know my way around the kitchen. But the last thing I want to hear is my family complaining about my meals or whatever I prepare for them not coming out as well as I want them to. So I put a whole lot into that, and even to this very day, I volunteer cooking. I get paid to cook. I just got offered a catering job for 3 comedy shows coming up next month. That would be like the largest event that I have ever cooked for. I mean, I have done funeral repasts, birthday parties, oh gosh, anniversary parties, bachelor parties. I really do it all, and I know how to feed people. Like, that is just something that I know how to do. But just thinking about the job offer that I received today, as far as the comedy shows that's coming up, I was like, wow. Like, I don't think I ever fed that many people before. So I know it's going to be challenging, but it's just something that I go into with complete confidence. Like I said, my mother taught me how to cook. I've been cooking for a long time for my family. My oldest son is the one who actually talked me into selling my food. And I'm like, no, like I really enjoy feeding people. I don't want to sell my food. He's like, Mom, you always feeding people. Everybody always at your house eating and this and that, blah, blah, blah. So when I started as a fundraiser for my cleaning business. I started selling platters, and it just really shot straight through the roof. Like, that thing took off like a rocket. Like, I've just been selling food ever since, and that has been at least 5 years ago. So now it's just growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. And then sometimes it just turns out like where I'm doing a little bit of cleaning or cleaning here and cleaning there, and I'm cooking a lot. And it's just really something that I don't mind doing at all. So when I think about what I do as far as the cooking is concerned, I really have a drive for it. Like, that is something that I can just do. Like, I laugh and joke and tell people I can fry chicken in my sleep with my hands tucked behind my back, and that chicken will come out banging. And that is no exaggeration. Like, I really know how to fry the heck out of some chicken. I'm telling y'all. So when I think about it, I guess you could probably see the excitement, in me just talking about it. I do dream to have a food truck one day in my own restaurant, and these are things that I just, wish to have somewhere in the near future. But of course, there are other things that I have a passion for as well. But I don't think anything drives me as much as me feeding people. Like, I just love to feed people. My main ambition when I come out here and go to the lake is feeding the animals. I love feeding the ducks, even the little fat squirrels run over here and eat the bread that I'm feeding to the ducks. And I just gotta be feeding something always. I don't know what it is. I guess I get it naturally from my mother, but if it's anything that drives me personally, I would say it is the cooking thing. It's the cooking piece for me, because I mean, I will jump up early in the morning. I will be up. I was up early this morning cooking. After I went out partying last night, I did get up and do breakfast platters for the local establishments in my neighborhood. I do them. I try to do them as often as I can on Saturdays. So this is just one of my Saturdays that I was up really early in the morning, um, cooking. I was just cooking, and the response and everything that I get from my customers, they just so always just so glad when they see me walk in there and they smell my food and they already know what it is when they see me walk in the door. So that is just something that I do. But something that drives you. I mean, I guess I can think of many things. I've always been such a hardworking person. I've been hustling since I had a job at 14. McDonald's was my first job, and I did hair at a young age. I had a huge clientele at 14 years old, and I kept that clientele for years, and my customers loved me. I can't believe I was making that much money at such a young age. But I guess I always been an ambitious person, but I don't know if that's just something that you can correlate with your personality. I think everyone has some kind of ambition, in them, something that absolutely drives them. So, I mean, I'm just naming a few things about myself, but if you had to like find yours, and just narrow it down to what absolutely drives you, you might even realize that you just may be in the wrong line of business. Sometimes when I'm out there doing my cleaning or whatever, some of my customers look at me like I'm crazy, like, you out here cleaning and we want you to cook for us. You in the wrong line of business, but I know I can make money off of all of it. I know I can make money cleaning. I know I can make money cooking, but the cooking, I just do it with an absolute passion. That's just something that comes straight from my heart. If I am mentally detached when I'm in the kitchen, I have to bring myself to myself. If I had to stop and meditate, because I want the energy that I put into my food. Like, I don't even want to cook with no attitude. I don't want to cook, when something is wrong. If I am not fully present when I'm in the kitchen, I do not want that to reflect on the way that my food comes out. I know it might sound crazy, but my food is just something that I just take very, very personally. Somebody said to me while I was cooking a few weeks ago, they said, you don't have to stay in the kitchen. You can come out here and, sit and talk with us. I said, no, because if I come in here and talk to y'all, who gonna be in there watching my food? Like, who gonna be in there watching my food? You know what I'm saying? There's something go wrong with my food, and y'all gonna be looking at me like she in there talking and her food in there burning. Y'all ain't setting me up. No, like, no, I got to be in here with my food. I do the same thing at home. I do the same thing, if I'm working in a commercial kitchen, or if I'm volunteering in, in an outreach center or anything like that. I have to watch my food. That is just something that I take very, very personally. So, I don't know. You just had to think about it for yourself and think about what gives you that push, what gives you that drive, what excites you, what will you jump up early in the morning for before the sun even comes out, or what will you stay up late at night for? What is that thing that just absolutely lights your fire? I know everybody has to have one. I mean, you have to have one. We are all born with it. I know it's not just me. And whatever that thing is, if it's not something that you are doing right now, you might want to consider, just doing a reflection on what you are doing, because cooking makes me happy as well. Like, it makes me happy. It puts me in such a peaceful head space, that I'm like in complete bliss. I have my music on, or I have my motivational videos going. I'm stimulating my mind, or I'm lighting my incense, and I am just in my complete zone. I don't even like, I'll let my kids come and we'll have a quick little conversation, chit chat, or whatever, but I really don't even like being distracted for the most part when I'm in the kitchen, because I just have such a passion and joy for it. I just really love what I'm doing when I'm in the kitchen. So that's just me. I guess I get it from my mama. My mama stayed in somebody's kitchen. She was in the soup kitchen with the nuns. I mean, she cooked for nuns for years. I mean, it had to be so many years, and we would go to the soup kitchen with my mom and those people. When my mom went to that soup kitchen and cooked for those people, and most times it was like unfortunate people, and they would, come to the soup kitchen to get them a meal, and my mom would cook them real food. I mean, you would smell that food from outside, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, Nita in there cooking." You could smell it around the corner. She made the meatloafs and turkey breasts and chicken legs, and oh my goodness, she fed them people. She fed them people, and it was delicious, because we would go there to eat the food that she would be cooking for the people sometimes, or if all the food didn't get ate up or whatever, and she would bring some home for us to eat. And it wasn't like she was just throwing some slop in the pot, just because, it wasn't a personal meal at home. It was for, it was for people, and she fed them like people. I mean, them people, they just had a home cooked meal every time my mother got in the kitchen. The nuns loved her cooking for them so much. It was just something that she did with a absolute passion. And one thing that she taught me was the main ingredient that you put in your food is love. So that is my main ingredient. I ain't gonna tell y'all the rest of my secrets, because y'all might try to steal them. No, I'm kidding. But I do, and I cook with love. I cook with absolute love. I cook straight from my heart, and that's what my food tastes like. My food tastes like love. So, and if it don't, if any of my customers out here watching this video, and if I am slipping, y'all let me know, because it has to. That's what I want it to taste like. I want my food to taste like it came straight from the heart of someone who wants you to feel good while you eating their food. I want you to be sitting there rubbing your toes together, and I mean, just singing a song while you eating my food. Okay, if I ain't got y'all singing, y'all better let me know. So that is it. That's my message for today, y'all. I've been thinking about ambition yesterday. I was going to incorporate that with my message yesterday, but I just wanted to separate the two, and I really didn't even plan on just think about what I wanted to add to this message. That was just something that was spirit of moment, me talking about what drives me. And that's just what I had in my heart. What I do in that kitchen is something serious. So that is it. That's my message for today, you guys. I am wrapping this Saturday up and looking forward to a blessed and beautiful Sunday. And in the meantime, y'all just stay as blessed as you can be. And Lord willing, I will be back tomorrow with another motivational message of the day. Y'all stay blessed.